Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Siyar and I would like to talk about my answers in test 2 question number 1 that concerns itself with the treatments of migrants from Qatar and UAE, or rather the mistreatments. Now when I talk about migrants, I am talking about those who work in very low skilled job scopes. Why them specifically is because not only are they getting lower wages, but they are exposed to the dangers towards their safety and their health. The first thing I would like to address is the UAE and Qatar allowing employers to use the kafala system. The kafala system is a system in which employees sign contracts that binds them towards the employers, which is already bad enough. Their passport is being taken away or forcibly being taken away by employers. With their passport gone, there is no way for them to go back to the country until the employer says so. Their freedom of choice and their freedom of movement is already being taken away from this. And already it should raise some red alerts that probably the kafala system is not the best system to apply. Secondly, there is no insurance that they will be secured when coming to a country. Their home accommodation, their food, their necessities are not assured by the employer. Rather, the employer are trying to exploit more and more from the employees by asking them to give a percentage of their wages for their company. Obviously, this is an exploitation of migrants, and the UAE and Qatar allowing it to happen is a disgrace towards the Islamic world, for these two countries are known to be leading countries of the Islamic world. Now, Islamic states should take it into their best interest to advise Qatar and UAE that this goes against not only the UNDHR but also Cairo Declaration that was signed by them by an other OIC country. Why? Because even in the Cairo Declaration it is stated that all men are born equal in the eyes of God. So if all men are born equal, why are they allowing migrants who come to their country voluntarily to be lower than the locals? Moving on, I would also like to address the conduct of UAE and Qatar in handling the coronavirus within the migrant community. There is no question that the migrant community do tend to take low rental, and low rental usually means a house or an accommodation having more than its capacity of people. This is a concern because other migrants do not work in the same sector, let's be honest. And for them to come back and share one rooftop with everyone, it fastens the spread of the virus among them. And now what does the UAE and Qatar do? They segregate them from the locals, which isn't a bad thing. What is concerning, or what raises more alarms, is the cleanliness and the insufficient basic necessities given to the migrants. Migrants are complaining that there are not enough food and water in these what we can say segregated camps, and the UAE and Gulf has not provided enough basic necessities for them. The hygienic environment is not sufficient, and again it goes against the Cairo Declaration, which was signed by the OIC as well as them, that every man or every individual has the right to a cleanly environment. And they cannot blame the migrants for not being able to control the coronavirus, because one, they are in a country that do not speak their native tongue. Some migrants come without the basic knowledge of the language, and for them to actually understand complex and scientific words from the Ministry of Health from each country is completely ridiculous. Hence, they are being misinformed or underinformed, or basically oblivious as to what is trying to be sent out towards the procedure that should be taken, towards how the virus is spreading, and what us as normal people can do. They are being misinformed, and the UAE and Gulf should take it into their initiative to educate or get us a translator or something that can better send the information towards them. Hence, I believe that the Islamic State should actually take charge and actually advise the UAE and Qatar as to the proper ways to handle the migrants in the coronavirus pandemic, and also to actually point out that the kafala system is nothing but a modern day slavery. Thank you.